What's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, man? Hey, I got that chicken to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. We the ones don't like, but you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a pogo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Angry and friends with these cause when I was down out of soul had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like Mr. And I know you're not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap, got a big Benz like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with a no, it's top
I got
notch.
that chicken to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Come on, gotta go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. to try and run this with Miller. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Oh, he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here comes the Bears punter now. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Dickerson. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses. But just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the toss, Cohen. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it.
Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
trying to punch it in with Howard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And Parkey's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had.
January, but if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in, so a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. They find some open field here. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Operating from the gun. Dickerson. Open man, it's Allen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Thrown outside, taken in by Miller. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
On third down, it's Cohen, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Shifts by him. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now Cohen. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And incomplete here on third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now a play fake here on first down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
On 1st and 10, Dickerson. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. On first down, Dickerson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Off play action. Dickerson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Dickerson steps away to his left. He's going to look deep for his right. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation completion mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw on second down. Dickerson going deep for... He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, 79 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
Remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, Dickerson. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against...
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Extra point try for Gostkowski. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On second down, here's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Here's Trubisky to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Trubisky now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. What?
Throwing again. Dickerson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On first down, Dickerson. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Dickerson. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. The point after try for Gostkowski. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This time, Trubisky will throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears claw one back. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he will find his man on the outside. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one down to the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hey, stop! 180! Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Bears on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down. Now it's Trubisky. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your proof.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Coney Ely in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, Dickerson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your opponent because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now Gordon on first down. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Throwing on first down. Dickerson. This is Gordon on the dump off. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They give them a gain of 38. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
He's going to get it running right, and he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go, let's go.
Single. 180. 57, Mike.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
180.
Here's Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
I got 29. Set up. 180.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The Bears tried it on 4th down. game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Here we go. Brand 38.
On 1st and 10, Dickerson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Come on, let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Dickerson. And this is going to be incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one. Knock it away.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
Now, I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
180. Red, up.
Now Trubisky to throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
180. Hey, 18.
One last shot for Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that